Alright, let's go ahead and run with what we've got. I don't want to take too much time for this.
Unfair teams.
That's alright.
It's okay, I'm no help. I'm just kidding.
Alright, so once again, the terms are this. Ginji's team is going to be defending whatever spawn that they spawn from. My team is attacking. The idea here is a focus fire. So he will spread his tank however he deems fit, and I will disperse my tanks however I deem fit. And we're working on the focus fire aspect as well as being thorough in our pushes.
Are we going on different rooms then?
Yeah, we will. However, for the sake of addressing everybody so everybody knows what's going on, the aspect that Jinji's team is working on is they're working on flexing and getting into focus fire quickly off of a change in the call, if that makes sense. So their success is going to be determined by how quickly can they flex and get organized to absorb and to basically counter push, while ours is based off of initial information and trying to make an effective initial push. So for example, if our initial push is sloppy, then he will have time to counter and get organized, and then they'll start to take an overmatch, and they will actually beat out 4 tanks. If that is the case, then we know that our initial push was pretty poor for one reason or another. Maybe it was because the caller placed you badly, or maybe it was because somebody was like, I don't want to push right now. Well, that meant that it was a 3 versus 3 instead of a 4 versus 3. Alright, with that, I will create a sub-channel here for my group.
Yeah, get out of our channel.
Channel created. User joined your channel. User joined your channel. User was moved to your channel.
And we are set.
We're gonna do 4-3 versus 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Believe it or not, it's not as much of an advantage as you might think. In all likelihood, he's going to probably group a lot of his tanks together. So we're still going to have the challenge of we'll end up splitting some tanks. The defenders and the Lovas are of a similar speed and nature, so we will be sticking them together, and the Samoa will be working out and around through other locations. So Samoa, here's what I'm going to have you do. I'm going to have you split into the dunes here, work these ridge lines, try and get up through here into this area for shots down into here. Since they are defending, that's where I'm expecting them to be. Defenders and Lovas are going down into the riverbed. Try and hug the right-hand side of the ridge line over here on the Gulf line. That way they spot you at last point coming around that corner. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to let the Samoa get spotted first, so that their attention goes to the Samoa, and then we're going to force them to react to the Lovas and the defenders.
Thanks a lot, I appreciate that.
Do we have to go through the Sun River? The bed?
That's the call, so yes.
Cool.
No, it's alright, you can go off and die if you want.
I was just thinking maybe if we have different avenues of approach.
Right, but then what happens is if they do a good job on their counter push, they start focusing down the isolated tanks.
I mean, there is only 4 of us, so...
So that one tank overmatch is pretty easy to counter. Let me know when... Oh, 2065 up top.
Spotted.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and
So-
push through defenders and Lova. Samoa, keep their attention.
That's an affirmative.
Start trying to stay over towards this side, though, where you can quickly drop and rejoin the defender and the Lova, though. Where you don't get cut off.
What?
Alright, he's gonna peek and try to shoot me here.
Spotted.
Alright, we're going to continue this push around. Samoa, just continue flexing around this way. Alright, there's the defender. We push into the defender. Try and hop into this next riverbed. It'll get you safe from the 2065 who has to redirect. Alright, the defender's in the back. There's a rock outcropping on the top. Don't go chasing after the defender over at Bravo 2. We want the defender at Delta 2.
Well, they split up.
We're going to punish them for it. So I need everybody up here at Delta 2. The more time it takes for us to get flexed and on this defender, the more time it gives
Gingy
them
just
to
shot.
react.
Target acquired.
Alright, Gingy, 1500 defender.
I'm reloading.
Stay on the low side here.
We're immobilized.
I'm tracked. Sweep out around past his armor.
Target unlocked. We didn't
Gotcha.
even scratch them. Get going. Target acquired.
Nice. Alright, we go after the 2065 that's working on our Samoa. I need...
I'll go after him.
Alright,
I'll
the
clip
other
him out.
defender's back behind. Let's scratch that. We're going after the defender. 1500.
You guys might get shot in the back, so just a
We
fair
didn't
warning.
penetrate their armor.
By Buddy here. Alright, you five
We
down.
didn't even scratch them.
I think that's a GG, boys.
Alright, nicely done, nicely done. So, basically what happened is we set up the focus fire on the defender up top, and then we focused on the other defender once we saw that the 2065 was going to get support, and we weren't going to go across a big wide open area. That would take too much time, and they'd get to farm. So let's head back up to the other channel, and let's talk with them about it.
User left your channel. Switched.
Okay,
GG.
guys.
User joined your channel.
It is.
Alright,
User
so
was
let's
moved
talk
to your
about that a little
channel.
bit.
Yeah, I know what I did wrong in there.
So, as Red Wolf put the other night, you separated the party. You split the party.
Oh, I didn't just split it. I sent them all over
Yeah.
that answer.
So, the amount of time that it took for that other defender to get back to help you, Gingy, he
Yeah.
didn't have any shots until he was all the way at the square just coming back into your base. And then the 2065 had limited use, and it took a lot of time for him to get back. In addition to that, I had one tank to play interference on the 2065, especially once I figured out that there was only one tank up there. So I took my overmatch down in the south
Yeah.
and kept that gun out.
Yep. No, I saw what you did, and my initial intention is I sent the 26 down there to spot the K line to get eyes down there to see where you were coming from. I had D-Man up north to try and come around to in that city area, so that if you pushed up the riverbed, which you did, I was trying to create crossfire. So I was on one side, he was on the other shooting in, and depending on what happened there, the E5 could come back, and now he's shooting you in the butt. But that didn't work out. We took too long to set up and deploy that way. After I saw it was coming, I initially, before I saw you come down the river and we saw the Samoa over there, I called D-Man back to come meet up with me, but then I saw you in the river, and I said, no, go back over there to where you were, but movement was already in place, and we were too slow to...
Yeah, when you're dealing with a push like that and trying to counter it, the amount of time it takes for your tanks to move and the reaction to the call is critical. It decides whether you're going to get out of a sticky situation or whether you're going to lose the battle because of it, or whether you're going to gain an advantage or whether you're going to lose it.
Right.
I think one thing also to keep in mind is just the roles of each tanks. Like heavy tanks, they push to the front line, they hold position, they use their armor. They're not really much flankers. So if you try to have a heavy tank go a long way around, they're going to be late.
So you were also right on. Who was that? Demand, you were following me because I was the low health target. That's good, but at the same time, I knew you were going to try and shoot me and get my tank out, and so I made sure to continue moving. You actually bypassed one of the other defenders where you could have put a shot in and been working on your reload by the time that your gun would have made it back onto my tank. So sometimes the weakest tank...
You're just lucky my first shot missed the bounce.
That too. But sometimes it's better to take the target in front of you on a snap and then continue on to the other target.
It's good that you focus.
Yes, that is good that you recognize that. That's something our players definitely have to do. So they have to recognize that.
Well, that's what I was calling. I was trying to keep everybody shooting low health to try and get the overmatch down closer, closer to manageable.
Yeah, when I came up over the hill, the first guy I seen low was the low, and that's the one I shot first. I didn't see you until he told me about you.
I think one thing that's good is to kind of, like, when you're thinking about winning trades, you want to think about what's my reload time, how do I maximize my armor, what's their reload time, what are their weak spots.
I want to apologize, buddy, too. I didn't mean to murder you like that.
That's alright. Only credits.
And that's why we're doing tier 8s. We're trying to keep those credits low.
I was wiggling pretty good for you, so I made it a little bit harder for you to hit.
Bounce a couple off you, King. Just a couple, though.
I missed 2 of my shots, otherwise I would have clipped you out in the one.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Alright, so why don't we do this?
Okay,
since we pushed on the last one, Gingy, why don't you go ahead and do a push, and then my guys will do a defense.
Okay.
Flying V.
Alright.
I mean, if I was caller, that's what I'd do. Surf from the cap, get 15 guys, put it in a V formation, and just push over the hill.
Channel created. User joined your channel. Error. User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel.
So I'm going to keep our guys a little bit closer knit. I'm going to let Chibi do most of the spotting on the south side. That way we can keep our forces looking north.
How's your view range, Chibi?
Tister.
Excellent.
I've noticed that the...
I have ungodly view range in my Sturv.
I just got the Udez, and it breaks camo and the binoculars when you move in siege mode.
Yeah, if you move forward or backwards.
So Sturv S1, there's a hill over at Hotel 9. I'm going to stick you up on top of that. That should give you some nice spots out into the dunes to see if they're separating, and it'll also give you spotting capability down the riverbed, as well as good shots. The defenders and the Samoa are going to be playing the north side. So we're setting up here on the ridgeline, and I'm going to take a forward position on this hill here.
Sure thing, just keep in mind I have a 35-second reload.
Yeah, that's view range. And I guess, I've got all the way over here too.
So here's what's nice about this setup for us and my thinking on doing this. I can spot a bit up into the north, so the only part that we're a little bit blind to is the A line. But we can spot down the riverbed and the southern side, and we can quickly, with these positions, get focused in on a target and redirect quickly.
Also, do we all have 6th?
I do not have Sixth Sense in
Sixth
this
Sense?
tank.
Yes.
I have it.
Alright, we'll just call out
Yes.
when you get spotted, eh?
Cool.
Well, where do you think they're coming from?
That would
A-line?
be my guess.
Heavy tanks.
God, I hope they come from the A-line. That would be
Oh yeah, Chibi's gonna have himself a heyday if they do.
amazing.
No, I'll have myself a heyday.
Alright,
Their best bet is to
defender
come
down
from
in the
there.
south. Reposition for shots. It's a southern push. Alright,
Two.
Lova, you
three.
need to get over... Lova, don't push in. Lova and Samoa, go
There's
into this
4.
block here. Sturv S1, go ahead and relocate. You're going to take a more northern approach.
Oh Jesus, I'm stuck. Oh God, why I do this? I regret nothing. They suck. Life is
Alright,
good.
you get out of there quickly.
I'm.
Alright, Samoa and the Lova should... Lova, you need to be over with the Samoa. Not me.
Yeah, man. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Alright,
if I
I've
cut
got you
across the
covered,
base, they're gonna
Chibi.
shoot the shit out of me.
I'm covering your retreat. Run back.
I am
run.
Snake.
Alright, so...
Follow me.
You know where
I'm
that
going to
little
be the
push is
isolated
back there,
target.
Chibi?
If they start
Oh, I
pushing
know all
across
the
the
bushes
open
on
to
this
me,
map.
the Samoa
okay.
and the Sturv and the Lova keep pounding shots into those guys, and then I drop into the ditch and I rejoin you guys. And then we push on the force that has less tanks. And we break the push. Alright, since you guys have them pinned there, I'm going to take a more forward position, go hold down, and start firing shots in. Alright, there's the defender. See if I can get him out.
Penetration.
Nice. Alright. Lova, Samoa, be ready for suppressing fire. I'm going to take the next corner here. If they start falling back and redirecting, then we continue the push and we don't let these guys retreat. Sturv S1 then gets ready for shots down this alleyway here. Alright.
There they are.
Defender,
With,
focus him down. He's by himself. And he's not in a very good position. Ouch.
Penetration.
Alright, Samoa, Lova,
You
start
should
pushing
probably
on the
push those
defender.
two.
I've got the Sturv to back me up.
Yeah, he can't peek. He knows if he does, he's
Alright,
gonna
tree
take
fell.
it.
There is a tank redirecting.
Alright,
I'm coming up over the top for side shots in the defender. Alright, keep pushing that defender.
Penetration.
I've got the
Good
defender.
kill. Alright, we go after the 252U.
One of our gas tanks ruptured. We're low on fuel. Ready to fire.
Good kill. And we all push on the 26E5.
Reloading. Ram kill. Ram kill.
Enemy armor is hit.
Die, buddy.
Track hit.
Die, you
The
scum.
fire is out. They're
That
knocked
was
down.
nice absorption into the push. Excellent. Little sloppy on the initial deployment on positions, but it was a nice recovery. We had time to recover from that. Alright, back on up. Let's go talk.
Channel switched. User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Alright, so let's talk
User
about that
was
one.
moved to your channel.
No,
How'd you all miss me while I was stuck is my question. That was hilarious.
that's RNG.
Trying to
man. You
put
went
my
right over
reticle
top of
clothes
you.
on you.
Yeah, RNG.
I was literally high centered.
I know you were.
Alright, so we started seeing a couple of tanks, and we saw one tank, and we waited to see and gather intel to see if it was a full-on push down through the south. We saw that it was a full-on push down through the south, and then I took my tanks and I redirected them. I tried to get them set up on that road furthest on the east, where there's that little dip, because I had a Samoa and I had a Lova that had gun depression, and it allowed them to go hull down. So most of the armor in the Samoa is in the turret, and then the Lova is a tougher tank to pen through his turret as well. Me and the Defender, that meant that I was sitting at the more middle road there by the riverbed, because it didn't require much gun depression for me to play there, and it still allowed me to be hull down for the most part. So once we saw that you guys had all committed onto that zero line, I then pushed up into the corner for multiple angles on that one Defender that was using that rock pile, at which point he was pretty well stuck. We were working those angles to counter that push and halt the momentum. Once we had that momentum halted, we got that Defender out. I pushed up to the next corner, started working those targets. Anybody who pushed forward to try and get me, as long as I don't overexpose, then gets hit by the Samoa and the Lova. Meanwhile, I had the Sturv S1 reposition at that point in order to cut off the exit, which would have been about the 8 line. That way you guys came in, because there's a cross shot through there. And then once we saw that you guys had redirected, I watched as a tree fell over by that little bowl, and I was like, oh, they're redirecting. And then the Defender showed up on that 8 line, at which point we then redirected onto that Defender, and then the 26E5
Hit no tree.
was effectively isolated, and we were able to push and put shots in him after we killed the Defender.
Call bullshit.
Wow. Salty.
Sorry
Oh,
to
no
break
worries,
off
King.
like this,
It's all
Lance,
good.
but I gotta go do some things.
Yep,
Yeah, I gotta
good
head
practice.
out also. Good training, guys.
But
Thank you.
do you see why an effective
User
push
disconnected
and
from your
redirects
channel.
is important? The speed is everything. Looking for those isolated tanks and keeping those tanks in a position where they can support each other.
User
So like
disconnected
that
from
battle
your
on
channel.
steps the other night. The reason why we wanted to do that is because on that upper, once you were out past those little points where I always set up those heavy tanks initially, it's open and exposed. So the northern group can focus on the southern group's targets, or the southern group can work that corner and focus on the northern group's targets. Whichever one has the lower health targets. Anything that then plays down... Here, I'll modify the room so we can see the mini-map of it while we're talking about it.
Where are we looking here?
We had
We did.
some other issues
did.
on that Battle of those lands. Somebody who never needs to be invited to one of our advances ever again.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. The IS-7 running down in that low section that totally risked everything.
Yeah, for some reason, if I couldn't blacklist him because I would have in game. I would have blacklisted
Yeah,
that
because
mother
that was a total
in
blow
game.
off of the call. But anyways, you can see why those
Oh well.
concentrated pushes and quick redirects are important.
Yep. Yeah, and I just don't like playing a heavy tank, period, on this map in the dunes. I just don't like it. You don't have gun depression, and you have to expose too much of your tank to get shots in. It's not a good meta on the south
But
side
what
of
I applaud you
Sand
for,
River for a
Buddy
heavy
Dog,
tank,
is you
in my
followed the
opinion.
call to the letter, and I appreciate that. And that's what's important, is that you are following the call, because if you do what that IS-7 did on steps, the loss of that battle then goes on you, because you threw a tank away. If
I
you
hear you.
follow the call,
I hear
then
you.
that goes on the caller.
Not necessarily. You could go on the guy who's doing the call too
It
if he doesn't do
can,
it properly.
but
Would it not? Because if the guy's not experienced with a tank, and you take one experienced guy who has experience into the same position as what that guy was in,
But that's part
he
of the
might be better
responsibility
than
of the
other guy
caller
who's
to
not
recognize
experienced.
who has experience in what tanks, and who can you put where.
Okay. I just think it's a group thing. I don't feel right putting it on one person. That's just my opinion.
I agree. People do need to listen to the call. I can understand sometimes tactically why somebody would wait until they got into a position where when a push is called, they could say, well, wait a second, I'm going to roll out here into the middle of this crap. But they need to let the caller know about it.
Yeah,
Especially
I
if it's an
do.
overmatch.
I do whatever he tells me, even though I know it's wrong. And then I tell him afterwards and say, yeah, we could have done something over here would probably be better. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Mine too. Whatever the call is what you do.
Yeah. Yeah, last night was not our best efforts in advances, but I think we were playing against a much better team, and we had a couple of pickups in there that really weren't picking up.
Let's see here. We will be...
And one guy forgot.
I think it's
forgot
we don't
about
get like
echelons
their,
and not blocking tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna learn how to share.
So we've got
our
13
health.
online. Would anybody be interested in a stronghold?
Sure.
Or
Whoa, that's interesting. They have a bar graph for advances.
Yes.
Interesting.
Tells you what time they're up. Oh god. That felt good.
I guess what I would say to like new callers is don't get discouraged on if you win or lose.
No, it's all a learning
It's just
process.
a learning process. Even the best guys who call lose, and they lose badly sometimes. It's just the way the battle goes, right?
And then worst case scenario, if we have to, we take it down to a 6, and that would be a good opportunity for Gingy to get his feet wet. If we get enough for 8s, Gingy can get his feet wet too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a nice way to
6s,
break in.
I find are the easiest.
If you've never called before.
I find what makes, I don't know, you can agree or disagree with me, but what makes it probably a really good caller is someone can read the map really good and look at the map and pay attention to the map as soon as possible, you know what I mean?
Well,
yeah.
I think there's a little bit more to that. I mean, there's something to be said about reading the map. I completely agree with that statement. I just think there's an additive to it, and that's knowing the strengths of your players.
Absolutely.
And your tanks, yeah.
Oh, well, that goes with knowing the strengths of your players, right? Like, because your players are going to be good at certain tanks, are going to be good at things. While there's always a meta strategy, there's always something like that, how counter meta comes into play is in understanding what your players are good at and how you can utilize those players to break the current meta. So when you get into like super high tier calling or map reading or whatnot, having that understanding is what allows you to then in turn employ something that isn't expected. You know, like a Krov or a I don't know, I could using leopards as stealth medium lights or but getting those finesse points, right? And that's what truly enables you to do that. But you have to have players know that the players are good in those tanks, right? So you have to really have a rapport with the people you're running with.
Yeah, and there's always going to be one or two guys that's with you. You don't know.
And usually that's a matter of you have to give them the opportunity to go out and prove themselves or disprove themselves, as it were, to go, yeah, that person is really good in the heavy. Okay, I want to keep putting that person in that position. Or, oh, wow, that totally bombed out. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that again.
You know, some people, they get discouraged when they see like a high level group. To me, it's only a number. I don't care how good you are, you can always lose. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be challenging.
Because if I'm totally honest, the thing that discourages me the most is when I see a lack of fundamental concepts, a lack of focus fire, a lack of timely redirects. If we go out there and we play a good game and we're on top, we're giving them our A game and we still lose, I'm okay with that. We put up a hell of a fight, and you'll hear me say, you know, guys, that was Night Shadows. You made it a really close game. That was 13-15. That's excellent. Be proud of yourselves for that. Because you brought your A game and you nailed the basic concepts.
Yeah, we have a lot of good players on this team. Yeah, I know. Like on my other team, we had Dragon. You guys probably know Dragon. And he was on there teaching us all the basics, and that made our clan a little better. But if you weren't there to learn the basics of where to hit a tank or what to shoot at a tank when it's this spot, or when the tank is over here, you gotta shoot this, or how you get hauled down, or how to deflect armor, and all that little stuff makes you better.
Yeah, I've sent out a batch of them.
I thought team training, but let me take a look here.
Use bathroom, we'll be right back.
I didn't see one for strongholds.
You probably won't get one though because you're already in the detachment.
Got one.
Wow.
I can send one.
Oh, there's Avex. Let's take it up to the Stronghold channel.
Channel switched. User joined your channel. User joined your channel. User was moved to your channel. User joined your channel. Moved to your channel.
Hey, Avex.
User joined your channel.
Hi.
Excellent.
I told old boy I head down here. Hope he comes.
Mortal Kombat?
He's in combat.
Only wish.
Yes.
So earlier you were talking about idiot people you work with.
Who doesn't have idiot people? You.
I had an alumni event in December, which I run every year, and I took the time to sit at a desk near the entrance and took everyone's
Uh-huh.
new emails and so that I could correct my email list. About 2 pages worth. We have a lot of people. And the president of my alumni association, oh, I have a guy at National. He's a data expert. He'll incorporate it for us. He said he might do that for us. I said, great. Here's the list. Let's do it. It is now the end of March. We'd had the event in early December, and I was asking him what's going on. He said, oh, we incorporated it into our list. I said, yeah, well, can I have a copy? He said, I'm sorry, we can't give out the copy. We don't allow anybody but the alumni president to use the list. So I sent him an email back saying, I spent hours at that desk collecting the emails so I could have a list to send out news, events, announcements.
Right.
Can you please send me back the original written list? I'll do it myself, thank you. Fucking National.
Get it? You don't like National?
Well, I'm Jewish, okay? I'm in a northern chapter and I'm in a southern fraternity. So when I went down south to conferences and events and stuff, not only was I from the north, but I was also Jewish. So I got to experience what my lovely southern brothers were like.
It must have been different.
I realized that the guys in the fraternity house across the street were better friends to me than those guys. The other fraternity that we always like ragging on and competing on.
Yeah, that's fine on my mat.
They were better friends.
What Russian mediums do you guys? What line do you recommend?
I like
on how you play.
T44 a lot right now.
Say again?
Yeah, it got a pretty serious buff.
I'm liking this
Object
T44
140
a
is
lot.
recommended and 430
Oh.
User
are
joined your
both
channel.
pretty good.
Is this tier strongholds?
Oh, 140 and 430 U line. Okay.
Tier 10, yeah. That's what T44 will get you there.
The 140U is better as a traditional medium, whereas the 430U is more of a brawling heavy support.
Like the KV-13.
Okay. Appreciate that.
That's the biggest thing I see is people using the 430U wrong. They
User
don't hug
joined
it
your
with
channel.
the heavies and let it get in there and do what it's supposed to do. They set it off with the mediums. It gets eaten alive.
Well, it's like what is it? The T54 light?
Mm-hmm.
That's more like a medium.
User
And you
joined
gotta
your
play it
channel.
more like
Hey,
a medium,
Rims.
not like a light.
Or the Batchat 12.
Yeah.
It's closer to the Batchat 25 than it is to the AMX 1375 or whatever it is.
Congrats. You'll love that tank.
Got my T44 today. Oh, it's bone stock and absolute shite.
Yeah, no, you need to get the tier 9 gun.
People still play stock tanks?
Well, I need to get the tracks, then I can get the turret, and I've already got a gun upgrade.
Yeah, the
Pretty open.
100mm LB1 is a great gun.
It's a good looking little tank.
Pretty trolly. I still got to upgrade the engines, but I've got the turret and the tracks and the big gun.
Yeah, I've got that 100mm D1OT unlocked already.
Yeah.
Can you
But the
equip
tracks won't
grousers in
support
order to
it,
get the
and
gun?
you have to have the turret first.
Yeah.
Mm.
No. I don't think so.
Nah, I think you have to have the turret.
Yeah, and you actually want to go for the 100mm LB1 if you look at the rate of fire
Oh yeah.
and the pin and and everything else. I mean, it's better pin with the same amount of damage.
Almost twice as many shots per minute.
Yeah, much better
sure you
dispersion,
can say,
0.35 dispersion versus 0.42.
Yeah, I should buy the T-40.
We need a light tank.
Great tank. It's a great tank.
What do we need?
And I could go for that object, 430U.
Oh, perfect. M41 Bulldog, that'll work.
But I will qualify it with just
Bulldog's fine.
the tank's
Right.
great.
Actually,
but
I have a tank
the
I need to
driver, at
grind.
least here, is not. So
Not every tank gets a learning curve.
Chibi knows why I need to grind it.
Yeah, I'd grind that 44 in here if I already had the turret and the tracks and that gun put on. But
Two?
without it,
What?
oh my god.
Where?
Got 2 lights
Oh,
now?
we're good.
no.
Are you sure? I can swap out. I just grabbed that because
41 Bulldog and the T92.
44 is a medium.
That's fine.
No, he's talking about the Bulldog.
That works too.
Ah, the 41 Bulldog. Yeah.
That's good.
Well, yeah, it's up to you guys. Whatever works.
Medium, 2 heavies, 3 heavies, 4 heavies, and a very mobile force. Alright, we got a classic hammer and anvil force going here. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're setting up our tank destroyers in the back here, over around A6, and they're going to be shooting on that middle section over at E6. Our defenders are getting tucked in there at E6, and going to be setting up. Our mediums are going to be flanking around the outside on the 9 line. Heavies, be ready to rotate towards the 9 line, and we'll put them in a crossfire between the tank destroyers, the heavies, and the flanking mediums. Yeah. Go ahead and go up onto the lighthouse there.
A5?
Abrams.
Let's get this show on the road.
What was that? Heal? S1 is over at Alpha 6 with me.
Where do you want the S1?
We're providing fire support for the heavies.
I don't know if you've done it yet, but the north side of that
Yes.
little donut there in the middle, you can shoot across to the
Somebody
guys
managed to
at the
climb
base
up
of the
this
hill
thing
now.
a while
Pretty
ago.
easy.
Yeah, I don't know either, because they
not
put the rock
anymore.
piles there.
I seen a guy up there the other day. I don't know how he got up there.
Alright. Tank destroyers,
May
CDC's
need
priority.
help. Oh, I just got lit.
Spotted.
Defenders, just keep trying to get into position.
Abrams is not spotted.
CDC's coming back up.
They got a mutz in the bowl.
Alright. Defenders, keep working towards this corner here. You can come around to the side if you need to. Yeah. We're taking that 9-0.
Oh, we're going around the hill?
The heavies were, but we're going to flex around
Oh, I
since
thought
they've
you
got the
said we
mutts
were
there.
going
So you don't
yeah,
get crossfired.
E6.
Yeah, we need to use that donut to isolate
They got
and
an
play
IS-3
and
too
get the
now.
back tanks out here in that medium push. They're going to redirect, so we need to be ready for that. What's that day? Yeah.
Lost the hill?
Yeah, CDC was up there on him.
Alright, even
I was
90's
backing up and
exposed.
the rock I went off of was too steep.
Take that even 90. He's going to try and light us, so we need to get him dead quickly. Alright, push into the donut. Push
They
into
have
the
some
donut.
dudes down by the
Get the
one line
T-54 Mod 1.
in the middle.
CDC's dead.
They
they're
have
going for
separated
cap
out their
now.
tanks, so take advantage. One more shot on the ELC, oh my Matt. And then we go dark again.
Miss. He let me.
IS-3 separated himself out.
Yeah, to get the IS-3 first.
Alright, he's going to try and put cap pressure. We should get some side shots. It's going to take a lot of time for him to get the reset, the cap. So get in position for side shots into the back of that donut. The mutts. Or Indian Panzer, not mutts, I'm sorry.
God.
Matt, we're not worried about the ELC. We're worried about the Indian Panzer and the mutts.
On my way.
No. We stopped for the IS-3.
I'm coming.
It's easy enough to get the resets. The priority is making our force effective up there on the donut.
I'm coming up.
You guys need to push the donut and get that stuff dead, and then we can redirect into this push here.
Tipped over.
Alright, Sturv S1, head towards Echo 6. We need to get our guns in to help those heavies. Focus them down. Get them out. 88 hit point Indian Panzer.
I'm dead.
And then the mutts.
Oh.
The mutts is...
Oh, you righted him. I'm sure he's happy about that.
Alright, IS-3, get in there on that. Mutts, quickly. Alright, we focused on the 645 IS-3. Oh my, Matt.
I see tracks.
Yeah. I'm coming up.
We push the rock.
Yeah, it's gonna go up, right?
Alright.
The heavies aren't going to get there in time.
Yeah, they won't make it.
Gotcha.
I'm just hoping I can get my reload. Alright, there's a low health heavy that has to be focused first. Get set up on that corner. It's basically in a trade at this point. Nice. Just keep working that corner. Make sure that you're not overexposing and losing a bunch of health off that corner. So that means side scraping your corners and staying hull down.
Hey,
you mean
Zions,
dropping down the two
what
line?
About them coming from top down to below?
If they separate out, then you have the high ground. The high ground is advantageous.
Yeah, they're coming down this way.
You make them come up the top, because just remember, it's an IS-3 Defender and Object 252U. They have no gun depression.
Pushing your tank.
They have gun elevation, so you cannot push over the top on them. You have to make them come up.
Right. No.
If they go for cap, then you take the rocks
spot them?
Up here and you shoot them. In the meantime, keep working that IS-3 that's lit. Alright. Spitting heel, you need to head towards Gingy now. Head towards Gingy now. They're pushing you. Get turned around and get towards Gingy. Gingy, you need to start heading towards the IS-3. You are isolated. The party is separated.
Me? You want? Okay, yeah, I'm heading back to him. Yep.
Yep. Alright.
Just push past
Start
me,
pushing towards the 252U. Keep going, spinning. Keep going. You've got your butt turned towards them. Keep going.
In front of you.
Get your armor working for you.
No.
Turn around.
Alright, take the one-shot 252U.
Gaba.
Take some damage with you.
And now I'm dead.
Not yet.
Oh yeah.
Drive on.
Alright.
Oh.
Push him around like he's your bitch. Oh, you gotta try to use his armor so he shoots him, not you.
Alright, there was some inclination to separate there, and splitting the party will get you killed. Yeah, that too.
So we're showing people your ass.
Not in my experience. That just gets you laid.
Yeah.
I went over to the other side of the rock because he was side scraping the one side.
And that was Schism? Oh, well.
Really? Oh, wow. Now I feel horrible.
Who was there? Who was there? It was Strato, Mamba, Green,
not for tier 8s.
Mochner.
You guys want RT?
Message.
What?
It works. Ah, now we don't have a light tank again.
I got you.
I can do it. Okay.
I thought Matt grabbed his, so that I give you.
I'm not worried about
loader.
whether it's an autoloader or not. I'm just worried about the composition. So having a force that can anchor and having a force that can flex. No, we've got a nice composition of heavies and
do you want a
mediums
medium
as it
tank
sits.
instead of my IS-3?
It's fairly balanced so that we can go either way. It's a rather largely heavy force and no gun depression. So here's what we're going to do. Mediums, you guys are pushing the hill. My heavies, we're going to get set up in order to receive. So I'm going to be setting myself up here. I need some heavies on this rock here and a couple on this rock here. That way we can be ready to flex down into this area down in here, as well as just hold and then use fire support from hill from our mediums. And then we will flex accordingly.
User joined your channel.
Even you're going up on top of hill with the mediums. It's important that we win that hill.
Where's the even spawning?
Heavies, if I start seeing tanks over here in Alpha 1, I run around the back side of the rock, and then you guys can cover me from this side. Alright, mediums up on top of the hill. Try and take out the Indian Panzer if you've got shots. If you have shots on the Batchat 12 ton, he's also a priority. Their defenders are in the back. We're going to leave it for now. Alright, my defenders and IS-3s, you guys are pushing across the bridge. Push across the bridge. Do not take the long way.
Not to fall off the bridge.
Alright, mediums, you guys are going to need to get out of there. Use your speed, get down into the riverbed, head towards the 5100.
IS-3.
We need to win over that territory over there, and we need to get our heavies to start coming into the back and put cross shots on these guys. Poop. Mediums, if the heavies' attention returns back to our heavies, then you guys are going to hit them from the other side, and we're going to put them in a crossfire. Alright, let's take this. Nice. Let's take the IS-3 and the defender that's down low here.
That medium.
Push in, and it'll get you safe from those guns up on the hill. I just need to get the overmatch going and worry about these guns down low here.
IS-3.
Alright, 1066 defender.
Yep, gotcha.
User left your
We
channel.
got a defender right above us, mediums. Nope, okay.
Alright, nice. Nice. Alright. Everybody get joined up here, and the IS-3 that's putting the cap pressure, we need to start dealing with the Scorpion G back behind. Scorpion G back behind that's crossing.
Yeah.
Alright. Now we are in the crossfire. You're going to have to take the hill, guys. Push the hill. No stopping on the push on hill. We have to get out from the middle of the guns. Push that hill. They have all fired on top of the hill. Push. 677 IS-3. 1478 IS-3. Keep pushing. Push around the armor. Get safe from those guns behind you. Alright. IS-3, 1003. Keep pushing.
Oh. Scorp behind me.
Don't back up, demand. You're going to have a Scorpion on your butt here in a minute. Alright, keep driving around that rock after that IS-3 is
Scorpion's
dead.
coming up.
Take the 486 IS-3 on top, and then push into the Scorpion.
Low health, yep.
Scorp's shooting.
Jib, he's turning to you. Scorp's turning to you.
Yeah, you just shot me. I don't get a shot.
He's reloading.
Tracked. I'm dead.
Yep.
God damn it.
Scorpion's coming for you.
Try and use your view range with those bushes and your camo to work your clips. Basically, you're going to have to fire off your clip and then run the hell away until you get your clip back. Because you've got a 20-some-odd second reload. IS-3 is dead.
The IS-3 is one shot.
Yeah. Defender's a one shot.
It might go back to base, like their base.
Alright, go ahead and take a long route through here. See if you can spot anything across those... Oh, Scorpion.
Yeah, I think they're going back to their base.
He's going to have the defender up there to support him. Try and draw him away.
There
there's
comes
a score.
Scorp
There's
G.
a score.
Make him hungry for the shot. Hang a right. Go into the dip on your right. There's a defender on top of that hill.
The other right. Backwards the other way.
Alright.
You get right next to him, he can't hit you.
So, running away from a tank like that basically means that it's an easy shot. Even with the little maneuvers there, it's better to get out of his line of fire. So, making a line towards the hill to go up around the hill, or those are generally better options for trying to get out of a situation like that.
User joined your channel.
One of the things that light tanks have to do is they have to be able to A, do spotting, but B, put cover between them and an tank, because taking hits is not something light tanks do.
Somebody else want to be light?
I can do it.
All in all, that was still pretty good. We need to be a little bit quicker on those pushes, like getting up in that hill to get out away from those guns. Staying mobile on that push is the key for that. because by making them continually reposition, it keeps those other guns out of the fight. Because that Scorpion was nipping on our heels a little bit. We lost a lot of health to that Scorpion. It's all good.
Yeah, and I botched a shot on that defender up on the hill. Sorry. Missed him completely.
We're heading in the right direction. We're improving, though.
I don't know why.
It's definitely a lot better than
the light twice. I pressed the button and it didn't fire.
The last batch. Alright, I'm adding more high-capacity transports and artillery strikes. So I will be just a moment.
I'll be right back then. Minutes.
Alright, issue 101, ELC, heavy. 1, 2 heavies, 3 heavies. So we are very mobile. That works. I'm good with this.
User joined your channel.
I'll take.
I'll be right back. Need to help the wife get to bed real quick.
I'll take the defender.
Because I don't leave for Bend until day after tomorrow?
Sledge, why are you here, not in Bend?
Yeah, I'd be asking for a divorce at that point.
Just leave your wife and go.
If I did something like that. Wife would not forgive me. Because wife drinks beer also. Washington State. The Longview area.
Where are y'all from? Sweet.
It's wet. It's very wet.
Yeah, I've been to Washington. It's beautiful. DC.
Fate, do you want to play? Do you still want to play my bat chat?
I'm back.
Devil or evil one in? Or else there's two guys waiting on the side.
Not really.
I'm just gonna give my tank some camo.
Does not matter to me.
Cash Cow here. He was grinding credits earlier.
Hey, Devil, I've run a couple, man. You can take my spot.
I can use as much credits and grind and crew that I can stand.
Who's vaping?
Probably GB.
Yeah,
User
trust
left your
Chibi with
channel.
anything, can we?
Nope.
Damn, this tank looks sexy now.
Vaping is just like cigarettes back in the day when they were all healthy for you, better for you. Give it 10 years from now and it's gonna be worse than cigarettes.
Yes.
To be on the safe side, I don't really inhale anything, not even air.
Ooh, 3 tank destroyers. Nasty.
A lot of haul downs.
The Lorraine 40 ton, but
And no eyes.
Well, Scorps with binoculars. Yeah.
Yeah, that's still, it's not a scout.
Alright, so my heavies are playing this corner here. I'm sending my mediums out to the 909.
Really.
I'm going to send a couple here, and I want my Stritzvon setting up here for shots that the heavies are basically going to light here and work on that corner. I'm going to head over to the mediums. Sturv, you're over at Alpha 3. You're firing on the targets the heavies are going to
Wait,
find.
where do you want to serve?
ELC, you can take this area, this ridgeline in here. It'll give you spots through, and it'll allow the mediums to cover, as well as myself. Yeah, we're looking to see if they're going to commit to a push or whether they're doing a full-on camp.
So the heavies are
And
just
we're trying to
holding
stay
this corner,
in positions where we can easily get back to the other group if we find they're pushing one side. Alright, there's the Lorraine 40 ton. You guys should be able to push the Lorraine 40 ton and take him out. But don't extend once you've taken the Lorraine out.
There's the lore.
Once you get the Lorraine dead, then you're going to fall back. If you're getting hit by the tank destroyers, I need to know. Alright, fall back.
Oh, man.
We got rid of their eyes. ELC, go ahead and start doing some runs down through this area. See if they're hanging out in the K1. If they are not down on the 9-0, then we know that they are in K1. You guys can stay over here where I'm at for now.
Want mediums rally with the heavies?
Alright, there's the heavies. Get out of there! Ah!
Alright.
Check your fearless leader.
Nope.
Alright.
Oh,
IS-3s and defenders, start pushing down the 2 line. Quickly, get into the K1.
Except for one shot. Fuck, engine.
Mediums, spread through this ridge line here.
Are you serious again? They got my engine twice?
I'm going to start pushing around more towards Golf 4. Sturv S1, take a position up on top of the hill. Yeah, just get yourself safe. We know where they are.
I'm out of action for 60 seconds.
FE 4202, you need to back up. You
I'm
cannot
not
be in a
moving.
hold down position where you are currently at.
Careful,
I'm
Matt.
lit.
Yep, heavies are pushing in. We're putting them in the corner.
Where are you guys going?
He said K1.
Roger. If he's on the hill, then we push into him and we kill him.
Corpse on the hill here. Or around here.
He's not here. He's got to be back. Run.
I haven't lit him yet. Gotta be back
They
further.
got pretty good camo.
Run away, Chippy.
Nope.
K8.
I'm not
At your
I'm not
earliest
moving.
convenience,
told
I
you
do
that.
need you to get out of that position whenever you can.
So in
They're,
other
they're
words, they're
shooting
gonna
me from back
run
there.
right past you.
Yeah, I just got my engine repaired. We'll see if I make it.
Nice.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Run, Chippy, run.
Sturv, you got
Maybe.
shots?
Oh, shut up. Oh, like a ghost.
Go ahead and push into the Scorpion, get him dead in the retract.
Ace Lanch,
Like
how far do you want us to push?
Alright, I need you to start working your way over to those
that.
heavies, and I need
Okay, I'm
you to
safe.
start spotting out from a distance so that we can get their Scorpion, because the Scorpions
What
are
do you mean,
hanging out on the K line.
Scorp's dead. Oh, there's their other Scorp.
Run, Chibi, run! Stir.
Yikes, there's their already strike. Run away, Jimmy.
Alright, T-32's
I'm
up.
dead.
Type 59, see if you can spot that 32 over there in the magical forest. We're going to try and get him out with the Sturv and the SU. Alright, there's the T-32. Focus down that T-32.
He's just coming straight at us. He's trying to light us up.
Alright, defenders, focus the T-32 that's pushing the Sturv. Sturv, drop. Yeah.
I've gotta go.
Type 59, come through
I
these
miss
buildings
shots
here.
like that?
Get this T-32 dead. Heavies, focus him down.
Yeah, I'm lit.
Nice, he has nowhere to hide. That building he's hiding behind is destructible, by the way. Thank you. Alright, Sturv, back up on top of the hill.
I'm knocking it down.
Type
There we go.
59, head back towards your position where you were, up over here.
Both of them hit me. Probably right beside each other.
Alright, you're gonna surf over here basically, put your turret up above, see if you can get any spots in there. If you can, we'll let the Sturv work, see if the heavies get some shots. And if you don't, then you're going to hop into the forest here and you're going to start working the ridge lines over here and from a distance try and spot. They have indeed. We cannot cross at this point and go get them. Those two Scorpion Gs will still tear us the hell up.
It moved.
User disconnected from your channel.
Like the campiest team
Yep.
ever.
Okay, I just got lit. They're over here in the forest.
With gun depression anyways.
Well, they're
All
using
right,
their
get out of
tanks
there,
for
buddy.
their ability, and that's where you're best going to be for a hauled down tank.
Just ride as
Question
fast
is,
as
how
you
many
can
went
through
over
those
that
buildings.
way?
Try and get into the Sturv's gun.
All.
How the hell did he get way up there?
Yeah, I'm trying to get him more towards the 4 line so you can help though.
There's way too many buildings for me to assist him.
That's
Heavies, go ahead and push across on the object 252. They've got 2 tanks out of there. You should have an overmatch down there. Push. Push over towards the T-34 into the back.
Kill the heavy right there if we can.
That guy. I'm going to have 2 stay back and go on cap.
Push what, straight ahead?
Type 59, start heading towards cap. No, ours is base. Cap is there.
Oh, they keep missing. Our cap. Their cap. All right.
That was a nice little trap they had.
Wow, where are my shots going today?
That's alright. We'll still draw it out. Yeah. They don't have enough time.
They're pushing now.
Lost one. Alright, I'm going to take a quick bio break while we're waiting for one.
We lost Matt. We have less than half an hour before advances start.
We don't have enough for this. How we do advancing?
So picky.
Well, your detachment's closed, so nobody can see it and get in. If you open that, you'd have enough.
Captain Salty's here.
There we go.
We definitely have enough. I wouldn't worry about it.
User joined your channel.
Hello, girl and Kander.
Hello.
Hello.
Everybody run.
What's up?
I said everybody run. We're not used to this.
What?
A female voice?
Where?
Hello, girl.
Oh, girl, who are you talking to?
Talking to girl in Panzer. Jesus, can't you read TeamSpeak? Come on.
Oh, I'm on fucking Facebook right now.
Not even paying attention.
This is why we can't have nice things,
right?
guys.
God.
Exactly.
I have to say, girl in Panzer, you got to kill me yesterday in advances.
Nice. Yeah, she did really nice that she won her LP.
Yes, she did.
That's a tank I need to get, but I'm stuck on that little T-25.
Hey,
I
girl.
just can't stand that thing.
Long time no see.
The go-kart.
I
It
play
was
a game,
easier
then
once I didn't
leave
have
it.
somebody yelling at me, go here, go here. You know, and actually let you play the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find the best thing to do with a scout is say, go scout. Over here is nice to start, then do something.
Yeah, most of the time when it comes to my call for my scouts, I say this is the objective that we need to achieve. For example, we know they're there, I need you to go light that area, but then I leave you to do what you need to do.
Well, honestly, I thought we were going to lose that battle, that last one, because they were wanting me to go chase down the arty, but nobody could tell me where the arty was at, you know, the general area of the map. So they pinged the map. I go all the way across the map to where they want me to go, and of course there's nothing over there, so
No, those
I
were
spent
good
too much
games last
time
night, though.
chasing down the arty, so I said to heck with it. I went up to the north.
User joined your channel.
A lot of nice back and forth.
Yep. Pretty nice.
Oh my, that is a lot of heavies. Well, I can
Like, I
already
got
tell
right
you,
over
these
my
guys are
heavies
going to
and
take
had
that
shots for
2-line and
days,
they're going to
and I'm
smash
sitting there
it.
starting to shoot the IS-7s, and they're like, oh, go hunt the arty.
Alright, so what that means is we have to do
Uber heavy.
basically a counter push. So that means that I need
Alright.
I need my ELC even 90 to go spot the river road and then redirect. Where you're going to redirect to is going to be kind of up in the air at this point. Mediums, I need you to do a push, and I'm sending the IS-3 with the mediums. Stritzvon and myself are going to be setting up to shoot them out of this area here. We're not going over into that
And the
location,
mediums are
Scooter.
pushing.
We're letting them have that area, and we're shooting them like fish in a barrel up there.
Where are the mediums pushing?
So
Where are the heavies going?
That's negative.
No, I want River Road. Defenders are sitting up back
You
here. We're
want the
basically
mediums to go
playing
into the
reset
Abbey,
force.
correct?
The IS-3 is
River
going
Road.
with the
Where are your
mediums,
defenders
however.
going, Zion?
GB.
I know.
Is my mic cutting out again?
Oh, okay.
Is this better?
Yes.
Well, in this little spot here, not bad.
Sorry, D-Man.
Okay, buddy dog spotted.
Roger.
Blanche has that gun depression treating you.
I was spotted over in G7 coming around the corner. So they got eyes either in the Abbey or on the.
Not in
7
the
line.
Abbey, they don't. Tell you that now.
Alright.
Oh, there's that little fucking bastard.
One 101P on the 9 line.
Probably camping in that one corner.
Alright, mediums, hold and let the IS-3 get caught up. IS-3, you're going to run in as close on this ridge line as you can to get up close and personal. I'm going to leave one tank back here Actually, no, I'm going to leave those tanks over there. I'm going to redirect over onto the river road and provide fire support. I need to make sure that shots for keeping base safe are going to
Would you much rather have the Stirrup do it? Because he's got a much more snipey gun.
This is campy. This
I'm
is
reloading.
very campy.
Oh! Found the 30.
Alright, shots coming up on the 2065. Stand by.
Out.
Yeah, if we can, so that we can finish it off.
I'm reloading.
Yeah, a sec might be too long. Hold on, we'll see. Yep.
Nice kill on the ELC. Sturv S1, go ahead and relocate onto River Road. They're not sending anything yet, so we've got time to work. Yep, defenders, come onto the River Road. They're redirecting everything here.
You're leaving the defenders here, or you want us to get
Sturv, we take the 2065. He's tracked.
252.
Ouch.
Mediums, you can cross over this middle section if you need to. Otherwise, fall back towards the defenders.
Yeah, I'm already falling back.
Yeah. Yep.
If I'd have crossed, it would have had me.
Oh, I got him. Holy shit. That was a lucky ass shot.
Alright, we need to push the 252U and get past the VK-101's armor. We're pushing, guys. We're pushing. Push that VK.
Whoa!
Alright, into the FCM.
He's tracked.
He's paper.
Tracked.
Shots on the move on the FCM.
Hang on, so I'll take him around and help you with the E5.
Yeah. We get this guy dead and we go up into the IS-3.
I think the Purdy's
the
still at
IS-3.
base and the other E5's separated completely.
Do not let the IS-3 draw you into the Ferdy. If the Ferdy has already come around the corner, then we farm them both. I'm going to try and block off the path on the IS-3.
T-2065.
Target acquired. Penetration.
Salty is trying to pincer the T-2065.
Alright, continue the push into the Ferdinand. Go up and over into their base. Pershing, T-44, and the Sturv keep working in the 2065. You guys need to keep that push going through there while we deal with the Ferdy. Alright, I took the round. Push, push, push.
That may not be a good idea.
Nice. Onto the back of the 2065 defenders. Excellent. Nice break. Nice break on their camp.
Reloading.
Well done. And excellent job on pushing past the armor. That was excellent. That made that VK-101P a sitting target, and he died quickly for it. That was beautiful. And good timing on the redirects, too. That was good. All right. Are you guys ready to switch to an
Hey guys,
advance?
I gotta run. I gotta make my daughter some dinner.
Okay, it's advance time.
Thanks for the runs, though. That was awesome.
Girl and Panzer, are you interested in participating in advance with us?
You got 10
User
minutes to
I'm
get
assuming she's still here.
everybody in and load it up.
Sweet.
I'll be glad to join you.
My IS-7 crew's come along.
All right, Girl in Panzer.
They're now 43%
There you are.
through their 4th perk.
Nice.
Advance.
I still got my Shire peeps coming in. We'll see.
Open your stronghold. But there's no downside to opening, only upside.
I didn't move Girl and Panzer out.
Did you move that guy out?
She's in the. There you go. It's there too.
It's a nice friend request there. I'm going to decline it.
Oh man.
Because it doesn't matter if you decline or accept. They're both accept.
All right, so we are looking for as many IS-7s and mediums as we can get our hands on, and then Girl and Panzer, I'm going to throw you in a scout. Imagine that.
User joined your channel.
You got another guy over there. Angel 4.
Max, newbiest.
Yeah. I don't have a tier 10.
What tier 9s do you have?
The new Objective 57. Oh, the new one.
Grind that. But you didn't get the IS-7 before?
Well, I've got the experience. I need the money.
Do you currently have the T10 and the 257 in your garage?
I do.
Excellent. You should sell them and buy an IS-7. It is perfect in every way.
Practically perfect everywhere.
It is. It's the new Type 6.
268 V4 chibi.
I'm going to grab a drink while we're waiting.
Alright.
But yeah, Max, you can't actually play in these if you don't have a tank.
Yeah. I go grind that money.
Just sell the two tier 9s.
Really?
Well, you're done with the 257, right?
You mean the experience?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
unlock the IS-7, you just need to buy it. So sell the 257.
It's good for what, about 1.75 million or so?
1.9 I've got right now.
gets you a bit closer.
Have you ever sold plasma?
Sounds like someone needs to run fast, boys. Make the difference in half of
Yeah, both of those will give you about almost 4 mil, 3.8.
Sold off a bunch of those consumables they gave us from completing all that stuff last time.
Have you ever been in your store and sell some of your what is it, like tracks and things you don't need? Because they have lots of that in your store. You could probably make about 2 million or more. Or sell some of your emblems.
Man, I made about 10 or 12 million on them emblems.
Yeah, it's a lot of clicking, but
I think somebody wrote a mod for it.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
I just macroed one of my buttons, like, was it enter, or tab, enter? So you just click, and click the button, click button, click button, click button.
For what?
Selling emblems.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have
Yeah, I macroed a mouse button to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough emblems to even bother selling.
Yeah, I only made like 6 mil.
Yeah, see, I didn't even have that much worth.
Hey, Venom, what's going on?
Let's be honest.
Doing alright.
Yes,
Alright.
To get my crew from the T10 my IS-7 retrain.
Can I get your IS-7 there, Venom?
How much? How you doing?
I like your clan tag.
Ooh, you have a 907? Okay, scratch that. Let's go with the 907. Fate needs a friend.
Sure.
User joined your channel.
Perfect, he has 907. Nice!
907.
Yeah, through a campaign on Clan Wars. Hey, Chaco. I got one spot just for you, buddy.
The only way you get a 907 is winning.
User joined your channel.
No.
What's going on, man? Pack 5?
On the first map? No. On the second map?
Let's go with your IS-7.
First map? Probably no.
Ever?
No.
Let's just mount
Exotype.
Alright, what you want?
Let's get...
My new Batchat toys.
Let's get your 50B.
How many games do you have in my new Batchat?
0 games in pub.
Yeah. Do not disappoint me. If we lose, I'm blaming you.
Yeah.
I just gotta say,
let's go with your...
Man, just tell me nobody's behind us.
Object 140.
What do you...
What?
Lange,
I'll
what...
show you.
Lange, what do you need?
I want us to be flexible.
Thank you.
Wait, you don't want me playing a Batchat?
No, I want more room ends.
Alright, let's get a credit booster going.
That's such a long queue time. Do you have a credit booster going for him? I take the silences though.
Right, everybody ready? Back up.
We don't have any.
Oh, 30% more credit for all y'all? Wow. See, Fate has your back.
What's going on, Fate? And your friend Venom?
Hey, how's it going?
Yes, he is in my sub-clan. But I'm just assuming that's like a tribute clan.
Hey, Lord.
Ooh, 2 of them, huh?
We need Devil to ready up.
Two.
And Lord has ready up.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, Lord, can you re-ready? Thank you.
There you go, land. Hit the button.
Sorry about that. I had to grab a smoke while I was at it.
Where is that? I'll have to see if there's a way to turn my mic sensitivity up after we get this taken care of. See if I can get it to quit cutting out.
User
yes,
joined
we
your
do.
Channel.
It sounds fine now.
You got enough?
Yes.
User left your channel.
We don't know yet.
I don't know if I want to do this. I must have enough to win this tier 3 tank.
Hey, who's the team we playing against?
We don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
So is Shire G subclan?
No, Shire's not a...
I thought Fate was my subclan. And Beard.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Fate's favorite part. Let's see if we make it past 9.
I think we qualify as a roll clan now.
Oh, it stopped at 8.
We did place pretty high in that last little
damn.
clan battles.
That was exciting.
No, it has to stop at 9.
Fairly
Oh, it's alright.
No, it's not.
even
9.
comp.
Mine's at 9.
9.
Alright, so here's what we're going to do.
My bracket's fucked up.
Alright.
We're going to go play down in the 2-3 line, and we're going to get aggressive in here. We're going to try and send our mediums up over the top of the hill and flanking around in through targets. We need to try and get anything that's in that middle section dead. If they hold back on that 2 line, then the heavies are pushing around that corner, and mediums come up over the top here and drop into the Gulf 2. Girl and Panzer, see if you can do a quick run through the mid and give me that intel as to whether they're splitting off any. I kind of doubt it, but I'm hoping. They're okay.
Is TDU a good clan?
You guys can beat them.
They had some people that left
Nice.
a little bit ago.
Farm out that 62A. They're separated. Mediums onto the heavies. Mediums onto the heavies. They've got that 62 Alpha out there. We got to keep this push going, guys.
Sorry, Axel.
IS7 788. IS7 163. 113.
110E5, thank you. Object 907.
E62A.
907, 707, thank you. 148 IS7, thank you. Take the next IS7. Alpha Wolf, IS7. 17. 1713 IS7. Alright, 1750 Super Conk.
T62A, 837.
Let's find another target. We're immobilized.
Nice. Into the IS-7, 1885.
Ready to fire. We've lost a track. Target released. We're immobilized.
Alright, let's go find an object, 140.
140 shot me.
Yep.
Let's find another target. Target acquired. We've lost half of our engine power. Where'd they go?
Roger.
Oh, there's still one left?
He's over here. Yeah. He's over here. He's over on the...
Click it.
Hang the map.
Oh god, my engine.
He's still on this side. He just fired at me.
Alright. Go make sure he has friends. He's lonely. You can hug him.
Night, Bubba, I love you too.
Everybody give him hugs.
Can I hug him? Can I hug him?
How, yeah. God. How many of us have them?
I asked first.
First
no,
come,
I need
first
to hug
serve.
him. Stop.
Game
of love.
As you can tell, Chibi is a very loving person.
Get out of the fucking map. My hug. My friend.
Oh, too funny. Nice job, guys. Well done.
All I hear is just all I hear is just Chibi shouting. I walk back to my keyboard.
All right, so
wanted to hug him.
I wanted to hug him.
Let's get some super conks, if we could please. Probably somewhere around 4 to 5 of them. And then I'm going to need to keep a couple 4 IS-7s. And then I need the rest to be mediums and light tanks. So I'm going to stay in an IS-7, Buddy Dog stay in an IS-7, Devil stay in an IS-7. There's 2 super conks. Yeah, I need more super conks. Yes. Perfect.
Need more super conks, huh?
Yeah, if they go defensive, we'll keep the RD for it.
You don't want your Artie?
Alright. I'm happy with
Artie would
this.
be good because
Alright,
they're
since
probably
we've
both
got the time,
defensive.
let's talk a little bit. Super Conks are taking the lead up to the E1, D1. Trying to get up
I feel
there
like I snuck it in
into
the
that
first
corner of
round.
Charlie 1. And then we're going to work in there. The IS-7s are going to be trying to push around. And we're going to try and play defensive on the D1 and start working into that 2 line, where we're going to get a unified push. Super Conks continue to work those hills as those IS-7s are dealing with the front of that force. Mediums, be ready for coming in on the side and farming them out. We want those multiple angles. Yes.
1 minute.
This battle is
so
pretty
your
much
super
won and
conks
lost
are
off
going
that
up on the C2 hill, right?
2 line.
Go the same place you always go.
Okay, I was just double checking. Please.
Mediums also be ready to redirect if they try and push around down 9-0 and up that backside of the hill. Then you are our reset force. Yeah, you're going to be setting up along the ridge line to snipe across. This area right in here is where the mediums need to be setting up for cross shots into this area here. The Sheridan is going to go find them for you. I leave that up to your discretion, Gerlin Panzer. Nice. Type 5 heavies. Yum yum.
How come they get 2,
I'll
6,
watch
8,
this side of the map to
and I
start
only
with,
get
and we'll
1?
go from there.
Move out.
Fun for Artie to play with.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I'm
Exo,
not too
your
worried about it.
turret just gave me cancer.
Yeah, gotta turn that shit off.
Mental note: if they park their Artie up in that Alpha 8-9, I can't hit him.
It's in between games, so just turn it.
But if he hits you, go ahead and ping the map. I'll see if I can find him.
You have much more important things to do than counter battery.
Can't even reach the other side of the
It's
map.
not really a thing anymore.
The GC can't even reach that far.
Alright.
Devil watch
We're
your
aiming
space.
for the little gully off to the side here. This will shut them down from crossing with this forward position. Super conks, if their super conks try and play the ridge, then you need to focus down that super conk. HE is a good thing for those turrets, by the way. Hey, look, a 110E5. Alright, we're going to take this dip right back here where me and Salty are, and we're pressing into the sides of these guys. Do not extend past, otherwise you go into a bunch of guns. So just get in here where we can farm their sides.
These guys don't
Spotted.
on us.
Spotted.
Press F7.
Ouch. That's an arty strike. Alright, push into the IS-7s. Push into the group of IS-7s. Ignore the super conks. Push this group here.
Artie strike.
Mediums. Go ahead and come up and around and start getting into that group over there.
They're behind us now.
Into the Type 5s and the mouse. Yes.
Do we have Artie?
Yeah, already needs to drop it.
No,
They're nice kill on the 346. 1081 IS-7. 719.
We're immobilized. They killed our driver. We're covering his position, but not very well.
.287 IS-7.
We're immobilized.
Type 5 is fired.
Did that Type 5 just get a double kill?
Oh, they wrecked us.
Yeah. So they're like, you knew where all their heavy tanks were, but you still pushed the IS-7s across. I wouldn't suggest doing that again.
Yep.
Because you knew their 2 Type 5s were right around the corner waiting. And when they saw that, IS-7
My apologies, gang.
waited until you were overcommitted fully. At that point, your entire heavy force was just brewed for free.
It's true.
Yeah.
All good.
That's
Don't
a
worry,
really
the
good
Artie's got it.
That was. No, Grill and Panzer almost got away with it too. Although I did like how the body flipped over onto the top of the tank and did a little bit of damage there.
I
That
thought
was
he was
neat.
gonna pull that off.
Alright.
Like I said, I apologize on that one. That one goes on me. Alright, so let's keep the super conks that we have in the IS-7 composition. Chibi, you're playing down at J2. We got the T100 LT, excellent. I'm good with this. There's only one thing I'm going to do a little bit differently. Alright, Super Conks, you guys are making that push towards that 4-5 line. I need a couple of IS-7s on that 6 line at the railroad tracks. I need a couple of IS-7s over at the F3 square. And then the mediums are going to be holding on the 1 line and spread across the back. I'm going to send myself over to 0 Line Hill for spotting purposes. I'll be doing a cross across the tracks. Girl and Panzer, you're surfing the middle and spotting for that midsection. I'm going to steal 1 or 2 of the mediums to come with me and assist on side shots down the sides of the track on 6-7 blocks. J2.
Case Lunch, where'd you want me again?
I do 5.
IS-7s are on the left-hand side of the 6.
Other side of the track, left-hand side?
No.
Yeah. Chibi's at J2.
Right side is instant death. Don't do that.
Where do you want Chibi?
Before I go to bed, or?
K2. You said K2, not J2. Does that change now?
If you have the closer spawn to F3, then you are in F3.
Okay.
If you are a closer spawn to F6, then you are in F6.
I don't know where you want me, man. I'm like... other side.
J2, Chibi. Left-hand side of the road. Okay.
I'm just gonna drive places. Fuck this. I'm just driving places.
Nope.
I'm gonna do a circle here.
Alright.
I know.
So, Buddy Dog and Choco, you guys are heading towards F6.
Yep.
The other IS-7s, if your name was not called, then you're heading towards F3. Mediums, I need 2 of my mediums to come out to support me. I'm doing a run through mid, and then I'm coming around over to the 0 Line Hill. So I just need 2 with me for support over at the back of the train tracks.
Where are the mediums going?
Alright, they're doing meta.
And where do you want the other one?
Oh,
Did they
shit.
send anything to the hill?
T100's up.
100 LTs in the magic bush.
1, 2,
Not
3,
anymore.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Alright, 907s and 140. You guys are coming with me. We're going to start putting shots in the back.
Too lazy to count.
There's the scent.
At most, you might have a medium over there. One of them still missing.
I feel like it's a little
Holy
early.
crap.
Yep.
Somebody doesn't have safe stowage.
Just remember we've got artillery. Let artillery
That's
work.
a good meme.
Got Sturves out on the
Yep.
Bottom
one
left,
line.
C1.
Alright. IS-7s,
Action
get
10.
redirected over to F3. It's going to turn into a brawl over there. 907s, we got to push this Action 10 now. And then we got to get into the back of their tanks.
Out here somewhere back there.
They're pushing on 3.
Up and over on the Action 10. He's the only thing spotting us for the heavies. We get him dead. Good kill. Farm the back of the heavies that haven't crossed. Alright, get that super conk, 14, 15.
There's low health super
Can
con.
those meds shoot him?
Alright, heavies, you've got the overmatch on the G3. Push. Heavies, push the G3. Mediums, finish off the 110 E5, and then rejoin on the group there at G3.
I know I'm lit. Thank you.
907.
I got mobile cover here.
IS-7 Stract. IS-7 Stract.
That I can hope.
336 IS-7.
All right.
I can see
2400 IS-7.
907, go down the 1-2 line, see if you can find that artillery.
They're right there.
No problem.
Finish off those heavies, and then you're redirecting on the 1-2 line heavies. 1-2 line heavies. 1-2.
Yeah, he's same. Or same place.
Make sure you're all pushing together on that push on 1-2 line. Mediums, go chase down the 100 LT.
Go the only place you can go. Oh look, he's heading north.
Mediums, go after the 100 LT.
Serve 103B.
Nice job, everybody. Well done.
E1.
Nice rotations and nice redirects into their pushes. Excellent counters.
How's it feel, fucker?
Nice job, everybody. Well done. Comments, thoughts, suggestions, things that could have gone better.
TV.
I was watching that while in game. That was pretty good. Yeah, farming damage out of the middle. I bet anybody would have a good time like that.
Well, I didn't quite have that great of a time, but you.
What do you want to bet they're going to do it again?
Thank you.
We'll go back to the Super Conks and we'll keep the IS-7s and the 268s. We're going to get a little bit more mobile here. We're going to try and feint them into a conflict there with the heavies, but we aren't going to overcommit that. We're going to set up at the C1s, but we're going to try and force them up and over, where we can keep these lower sections available in here to move around as we need to. Mediums are setting up here initially like we did last time. Like I said, we're going to try and feint them, and then if we can, we will swing in through around the back with the mediums, and then farm them out from both sides, especially if we feint back with the heavies and draw them in here. That means mediums, if they can get over here into this position, will absolutely tear them apart. So I need some more mediums. GB, I'm going to have you grab one of your mediums. GB. Medium, please. And I'm going to drop one of the other IS-7s in favor of a medium. Lord, can you go grab your 907, please? Thank you, sir. Conk, you're setting up to support those heavies on that D1, Charlie 1. What do you know? They're doing it again. How about that? Negative, sir.
Far too many of you do not use push to talk.
Why? What's wrong? Push to talk.
We are not going to take the bait this time, are we, boss?
Fool me once, Shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, I need to uninstall.
Shame on you again.
Let's get this show on the road.
Ooh, was that a blind shot? That's rude. Ooh, I'm lit. Thanks, Fate.
Yep.
It's like it.
It was.
It's really close to me.
They're blind firing my last known position.
He missed you and shot me. Oh no, I'm lit. Yeah. The T100 is just right down there. Right in front of you.
Alright, there's a super conch.
They blind fired me last match
Yeah,
too.
that light tank is still down there.
Yeah. Well, they did.
Alright. They have committed once again over into that forest. Mediums, get ready to
St.
rally.
Pat's
We're going to
still
start pushing over and around. Wow, conch landed one right on top of me. You jerk face. Mediums, we're dropping back around. We're going to start working our way around. Those heavies are going to end up pushing in. Not our heavies, the enemy heavies.
So where do you want us, the mediums, to go back? Affirmative.
Heavy group. Their arty strike is up.
We're not spotted.
Alright,
Yeah, but they know where
we're going to try and push into that 48 patent. We need to move quickly. There is no brakes on this rape train.
They already know there's at least like 4 of you there.
Yeah,
So
I know.
they're just spreading out.
But we got to get
That's
that
what I was doing.
48 patent out and clear out this side so that we can go back to support our heavies.
I'm just concerned about those 268s.
Alright, start the push on the 48 patent. Through the backside, possibly, yeah.
GG, I'm gonna peek and go down. Not gonna peek and go down.
Alright, I'm right behind you.
Artie, can you whack the 268?
Probably bugged
Go
out
around the
going
back on
to
the patent.
red
You'll
line.
be safe from the 268s. Keep pushing that patent.
You did your arty strike now?
There he is.
They're heavy. Super conchs, you're too far forward. Alright, we're going to have to get this patent dead and we're going to have to redirect and go back mediums. They're going to start pushing our heavies.
Most of your tanks
wasn't
anything.
As fast as we can. Did they completely eliminate the ramp? No, they did not.
Arty strike.
Right, they've started the push into the heavies, though. Alright, me and the Sheridan are going to go back, and we're going to provide fire support. Go ahead and take the Object 268.
Oh, guys, track.
We can take this 268.
Should we take him
Let's
out?
see if we can work this T100 LT.
What do you want us to do?
They haven't started the push yet, Zlange.
He has no friends right now.
Abrams, you should be looking over here, not there.
Well, we got 2.
Focus the one on the right.
He's tracked.
100 LT's tracked.
I got him. Ah, shit, never mind.
IS-7's a flex back.
Yes, heavies push. Heavies push. Get the super
have
conk
no
and then go
momentum
into
left
the type
possibly on
5s.
heavy side.
Mediums, retreat, fall back. They've overextended. We need to fall back and we need to let our heavies take out the overmatch.
We want the heavies to push.
We need to do something here.
Set up for cross shots over here. They're going to try and redirect back. Sheridan, can you get the lights for that? Push hard. If you can push those super conks out, the medium's guns will farm the ever-living bejesus out of them.
Buddy, keep going. Don't drop too far back.
Alright, you need to get into the Type 5s out away from the IS-7's guns over here.
Holy crap.
Stand by, I'm putting kill shot in E5. Alright, get into the Type 5s. Push the Type 5s, heavies.
I tracked the 268. Okay, and there's the I-7 behind us.
You guys need to push into the A-line corridor. Ah, shit. I didn't think he had that much gun depression.
Get the 861 Type 5 if you can.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
Salty, don't lead that push. Alright, we don't have the health for that. Crap, we're falling apart here.
Baby. Fuck.
Put your gun up a little higher.
Yeah, it's advantageous to die quick here.
I think their IS-7s were outrunning me coming down that hill.
Because we need as many chances to rotate through as possible.
We're covering his position, but not very well.
They gotta find the super conk now. I got a minute and a half to do it.
Oh, it's a win for them.
Yeah, you want to die quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's also a really big dick move to like try and hide and do that.
Yeah, a fair number of clans have done that to us.
Yeah, don't be an asshole back.
I believe in the ram kill,
Because
Abrams.
somebody's an asshole doesn't mean you gotta show
no,
rude. What an asshole.
Like hell. I have to prove I'm the biggest
All you
asshole.
wanted was a hug.
You have the biggest asshole.
Well, it's the most gaping, possibly.
You like that? Oh, that asshole. Somebody shot the building. I thought it was him.
So there you were doing things with your mediums, but over half of your team was doing absolutely nothing. Like we kept asking for the call.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're set up for this map again.
Message you guys and then reposition for a heavy push for when we did.
Negative. Between the... Nope.
You want a second bad chat?
Want type 5?
You and your type 5.
It is beautiful.
Spent a lot of money painting that bitch.
Why?
Stealth heavies for the win.
So you can hide it in a bush.
Purple bush.
They're like ninjas. Ninjas that like donuts. Chris Farley? Yeah.
God, what was his name from Tommy Boy? Yeah, when he did Beverly Hills Ninjas.
We just need to win this one to put the momentum on our side.
Yeah, I think this is probably the last battle, unless you'll get unless this one goes
No,
quick.
it'll be the last battle. This is what, the fourth one?
Because I bet I know what they're going to do for El Haluf this time.
Basically go for 2. You got 8 minutes. Depends if they bleed this out to try and make the last.
Alright, so my IS-7's going to F6. That's going to be Captain Salty, and that's going to be Devil. If your names were not called, then you are going to F3. Super Conks are to the 4-5 line, and then you're to J2 again. Chibi.
Okay, Sturv going to F3. Roger.
Yeah, but take the train tracks around the backside.
Hey, Venom.
Where do you?
Clutch.
Alright.
Can you do that again?
What do you want 2 beams with a bat chat?
Oh, they're crossing tracks.
I'm already beside you.
Only if you do 7K this time.
Alright, so we need to get as many of our Super Conks and our IS-7s into this block here. And we need to start rotating a couple of our mediums up on top of the hill for shots.
Buddy dog spotted.
You, oh shit, I'm not gonna...
Sturv, go ahead and go and take hill position.
Turning back.
You're gonna farm the ever-living bejesus out of these guys. Those 2 IS-7s over at F3, go ahead and hop over. We've got the 100 LT to watch 2-3 line in case they rotate.
User joined your channel.
Hop over to the F6.
Roger.
User disconnected from your channel.
Alright, we focus down the Sturv.
Yes.
And mediums, once we get up there, we're going to push into the Sturv. So for the time being, get set up on the rearward position at K8, K9, GB, and get ready for shots into the Sturv. Once he goes down, you can relocate and cross. Mediums, make sure you're staying on the back side of the hill so that we don't get farmed out. There's a medium push. That's rude, my friend. Thank you. Finish off those mediums over there, and then take the hill.
And that sucks.
Finish off that 140.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
Alright, heavies. Focus fire. Get off the fucking mediums and go to a heavy. God damn it. Thank you. Alright, 1586, 296 IS7.
They're cresting.
1586 WZ. IS7 1517.
Track hit.
WZ 218.
Well, hold on.
1251 Super
Coming
Conch.
up slowly.
Push on the IS7, go around the armor, and take out the 1977 IS7. 100 LT, can you go get theirs? Thank you. Alright.
Can I get some support on hill?
Finish
I'll
off the
take
conch
these
in the
serves
back.
out.
Stay low, guys. Stay low.
Serbs are now going to start farming.
Artillery, you need a director. There we go.
Nice hit.
Yeah,
Kill that already. Oh, shit. Nice. And now Artie dies.
There's Artie.
And then 100 LT after you're done with Artie, go ahead and redirect back over to light the stirve on the hill.
Both lit, dude.
Yeah, IS7, go back for cap. It would be quicker. 100 LT, go back for cap as well. Just try and end this.
Could just get on the cap, possibly. Cause
Just be quicker.
Well, we do. Oh!
yeah, like 2 minutes to get another game.
IS7
Don't
over
care
at
about that right now.
J6, J7, go ahead and try and get over for cap as well.
We lose the advance.
Probably won't make it in time, but
We'll draw the
I'd rather.
advance. Pretty sure.
Yeah, never mind. It,
User disconnected
Yep.
from your channel.
Bro, sending the super.
they have no way that they can reset it without getting
keep
spotted.
Super Conch there as a tripwire.
Alright,
Because
IS7
that
get
way
joined up with the
you-
Super
you'll-
Conch
I'll
there
know-
at
I'm not gonna be
F6.
spotted if they go across the middle.
Because if they try and go for resets, you push over
Drop
and
if
you
you're
kill the
going
stirs
over
while they're
hill,
on the
go
move.
wide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of better if he doesn't go wide and just cuts in.
Good game, gentlemen. And that gives us just enough time.
One of them.
As fast as
Here's
you
one of
can.
them.
Roger.
Nice.
In the
got
total picture of the advance. It's not dictated by how many battles unless you take somebody's citadel.
Radio.
Otherwise, it's time-based.
What's you're talking about timeline? What's
Yep.
the timeline? I don't understand that.
There's a time for last battle. Yeah.
Same thing. We were making it work. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
kind of on me to flex it.
Oh,
And-
okay. All right.
So we finished in time.
Fate, I'm going to put you in
Fair
charge
enough.
of
Same
pocket
thing,
calling
what's
for the
the
heavies.
User left your channel.
Actually, Gingy, I'm going to put you...
Do
You
we
want
bring
Type
a couple
5s?
supers, maybe? Super heavy.
All right, Chaco, Type 5. Yeah, go ahead and drop the RD. We'll take the Type 5.
No Type 5?
All right, I've got two with Chaco and Venom, so yeah, then stay with the Conquer Gun Carriage then.
I can lose
Go
the
with
Artie
this.
and grab mine if you want.
Alright.
No, I'm good with it.
You want to already.
No, now you got two.
It's just more important that we get into this next battle and that we win this one. If we win this one, we win the advance.
Unless he really wants to play his Type 5, I can play GC.
Heavies, basically, you're playing the same way you did, and then we're doing the same thing with the mediums. That was a nice initial deployment. I like that.
Got it.
Makes me wonder if they're going to pull the dick move and not ready up.
Then we win.
Then we win. Scooter.
What? Did someone say my name?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I don't use push talk.
I don't use Switch Talk.
Yeah, but Venom, you're my favorite.
Oh, thanks.
Senpai!
He got ammo racked and his turret went forward and to the right. It was perfect.
But Senpai!
I also logged into your Twitch.
Like, they couldn't pen me from the front, they couldn't pen me from the left.
Senpai noticed me!
You're easily my second favorite. If you get
So I just
ammo
have to
racked,
kill Villain?
an advantageous
So I just have to kill
position.
Venom, right?
No, you need to get ammo racked in a place I want to farm.
But if Venom is dead, who's your favorite?
Ammo rack him?
Yep.
I mean...
We still take that 2-line.
I'm more talking about him being dead, though.
We still take the 2-line with the heavies. We spread our
Sure, we
mediums
can say
through
it.
this
It's
ridge
not-
on the
it's not
initial.
Yandere Simulator. Okay, just calm down.
And I will be moving over
we're
here.
different.
Trying to spot
What
out.
do we do?
It's opposite.
Oh yeah, this is the good Artie side. Chaco, that thing is beautiful.
Megatron, bitch.
Man.
I'm so glad I took that off.
Hit my
You
right.
should be.
Is there a good kind?
Look like freaking.
Because my kind was not good. I did not enjoy that.
No.
It looks like
worse
cancer
than
on
Warrior.
tracks.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like, thank you.
But the good kind, right?
No.
Not really, I was just trying to soften the blow.
Oh, that I'm spotted.
Yeah, he's right there.
Patton's trying to sneak up on me.
Shinji, do you have a spall on?
Say again?
Do you have a spall liner on?
Negative.
Exotype do you?
What's that?
What?
I'm in the super conch.
You have a wet ammo rack on?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to have a chat.
Oh, Jesus
Later,
Christ.
Dave Stowage.
Here, let me be the one to spot. I don't have a spall liner on either. I just like getting shot.
Okay. So, all right. Yeah, I guess we'll have a chat after this.
Yeah. Properly equipped tanks. Shinji, back off. And hug the rocks to your left. Same for you, Exo. We're about to make friends with Check 411. It's gonna be fantastic.
Camp in this game.
Bob.
Hey, Devil,
I'll
get
go
on
with
the
the next
right
one.
side.
Gingy, you can go to where I was, but not Exo.
So in other words,
Oh, look, I find one friend.
It's your job.
Holes.
Free cell. Yeah. The 2 Type 5 heavies need to be in front of the IS-7s. Your job is to look at C1.
Yeah, but I don't want to get spotted first.
Oh my god.
It's part
It's
of
your
being.
job.
It's part of being a Type 5.
They have 2 Type 5s in C1. It's your job to shoot them.
No,
and
I
then
hide
get
behind
shot.
teammates and dirt from afar.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a team
Like
punching
the 2
bag.
Type 5s are meant to bait their shots and then wait and then hope to do a double tap.
They're punching bags.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna... Right there.
You want us to move up there with you, Fate?
No.
I always think you're talking to me when you say that.
They backed off, man. He's seen it.
Mediums, we're going to get set up in position for shots on the patent here.
Wait, you're each on each side. You're gonna try and bait each other.
So come on over to where me and Girl and Panzer are at.
Oh, we're down to 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, Solange, you got that,
We are going to get ready to go for the ramp, and we're going to get ready to do a heavy push.
Oh shit, they're running a bomb.
Not heavies as in heavy tank push, as in mediums are doing aggressive push, not heavies.
They're going to do an arty strike on us.
Yes, we do.
Probably.
A medium push. Mediums are pushing.
That sounds dirty. Mediums come.
Blanche, I feel like we have to
All the
simplify your
mediums over here?
vocabulary.
Yeah.
All right, there's our lovely little patent friend. See if he baits out for Girl and Panzer.
Or mediums come.
All the
Looks like their heavies might be
Twice.
pushing over there. Nice track. Farm that 48 patent.
Sorry.
All right, mediums push across. We've got enough health off that patent. We're pushing across, getting up that ramp as fast as possible. Go ahead and drop off their Girl and Panzer. Alright, mediums, we need to get together so we can take out this IS-7. We just need to get up where all guns are in position.
Patent out for us.
Yeah, in about 2 seconds.
Already fired. 5 seconds.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yes, we do.
Are we a long way around, or yeah? Why is the 140 so bad going up hills?
All right.
Type 5s, are we not seeing their Type 5s at all?
We still have our arty strike.
Oh, one.
All right, 2065 IS-7. Guys, we got the DPM on these guys. We're going to take this 2065 IS-7. He's back behind the rock, and there's a ridge over here. It'll isolate. Stay on the low side of the ridge.
But if our Type 5s aren't spotting anything on their Type 5 corner,
IS-7 is tracked.
because we've done nothing for 7 minutes. 6 minutes.
Shit. 900 IS-7. Shoot him in the pooper. Heavies need to push.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
.492 IS-7.
Heavies cannot push on mouse.
Then don't. Just push the other thing. Let the Type 5 take that corner.
Drop that arty strike. Shoot Type 5.
Yes, you are.
One of our tracks is damaged. One of our tracks is damaged. We've lost a track.
By the last medium here?
One of our tracks is damaged.
Oh my gosh.
Get into the back of the mice.
Okay, I'm just
Push them into the Type 5s. Because they're going to try and put a bunch of guns on the back over here to put crush shots. Yeah. I hate this map.
Oh, they're gonna cap out anyways.
It's 145. It's GG.
The rangefinder took a hit. We can only shoot close targets. One of our tracks is damaged.
Right. The problem is that once the mediums are committed into the mole, there's kind of no going
that was the problem
back.
with last time.
Yeah. You're just separating out the two groups, but not really doing anything with either of them.
Well, we had two mediums coming up the H line right there, and that LT was farming them as they're trying to climb the hill. And I went over there to try to light the LT, but I was half health and he was full health by the time I got over there, and I didn't have any guns covering.
I'd try to cover you, it just...
I'm sorry,
hit
TV,
twice
what?
For you.
No, I do not.
Then I got capped out by IS-7.
Does Lange know
Yeah, I
what an
almost had
ADRAC
him, but
is?
one of my shots just tracked him.
You know what an ADRAC is? Attention, direction, fucking
He doesn't know what
description.
ADRAC is.
Yeah.
Short-term memory loss.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's how to say it in like the simplest terms. So basically, who you're talking to, what you're talking about, where it's at, you know, size, distance, and it's all like one-word answers to these questions, right?
I'll see what I can do to simplify it.
Salute report.
No, I'm talking about an ADRAC.
Saying be less verbose.
Basically, what it comes down to is when you're calling for something, it should be mediums.
Yeah, I can see why that was confusing.
Go here. Attack this. That's it.
Yeah, it kind of confused me a little bit when you did heavy push. And you wanted the mediums to push.
Did I miss it?
Just me, but I'm old and dumb, so what the fuck do I know?
The other thing too, Lange, is
Right.
I think you should have put a pocket caller in for the heavies so they could do their thing while you were focusing with the. I know.
Could have, but with
Yeah.
so many mediums, like the heavy force could really just hold. There was no pushing potential for the heavies, so there wasn't really
Yep.
an opportunity for a pocket call.
Is this a new one?
The comp and the strat relied
Definitely appreciate you
on going east and
participating with us there,
I got
Clown
it.
Panzer.
down, letting the mediums farm. They're two-line guys, not the one-line guys.
Good.
Alright,
gotta
I'm
go
out.
out, man.
Thanks, guys.
Game.
Fun to play.
Thanks a lot. Hello, guys. Have a good night.
User
glad I
disconnected
could
from
make
your
it.
channel.
Yay.
User disconnected from your channel.
Had fun.
User left your channel.
Oh, I had fun, thank you.
User left your channel.
Hey, Fate, did you still want to chat about that, the setup and all that?
User disconnected from your channel.
If you can mount a vert stab, mount a vert stab. If you can mount a rammer, mount a rammer. Your third option is either optics or vents.
Yeah, you were talking about
There is no
Fall-
fourth option.
Oh,
The
you were talking about a
Spalliner.
Spalliner stuff about the Super Conk earlier.
Oh, for El Haluf or even Arctic region, it's nice to have one or two of your S-Conks mounted as Spall liner. Because from north or south, like on El Haluf and that little two-line part, your first super conk is there to light, while the others just kind of wait. So it's really nice to have that first one with the Spall liner.
Oh, okay. I knew that.
On the S-Conk.
Yeah, I knew the first part you said rammer, gun railing drive, and then either optics or vents. I just when you were mentioning about Spall liner on a super conquer, that's what kind of got me.
Because the S-Conk, it's super heavy. You only really ever mount a Spall liner on a tank that can mount as super heavy, and even then it's very situational. Like the S-Conks for El Haluf, it's nice. I mean, it's not really. If you don't have it on or ready, then don't switch it. Because I mean, it's that build time, or really 20 because you switch it.
Yes.
Switch it back.
Right.
But a lot of people will just like keep a Spall liner on because like I'm only gonna play this in Clan Wars and we only play like these 3 maps with it, so I'm gonna get a shot.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Lange, can I grab you for a bit? Alright, sweet.
Here goes, Lange. This is an ad rack report.
What's up, Red?
It's a 2-minute video.
Move out.
That sounds
excellent.
Just say mediums and
A plus.
or meds.
Yeah, I mean, but it tells why, and that's the important part.
Yeah.
That's okay.
User left your channel.
Oh my.
Channel switched.
Alright, so I did that report you asked. Alright, I am so sorry. I do not have any Microsoft Office. I had to write it in Notepad. Yeah. So I looked through everything.
Yes.
I only know of 4 people right now that are basically accepted at the moment from the list.
The only other exception to that rule is Demon Hunter.
So far, like I know Jason, Lee Strickland, Crew 005, and Titans are all active military, and then we have PDX who's got computer problems at the moment. Alright. And then we have like 49 people within the last 28 days that
Yeah,
have
Demon
0
Hunter's
games.
got some work schedule circumstances, and since he came forward and was
I
like,
don't
hey,
think I
I
actually
still want to
wrote
be a
him
part of the
down.
clan, but
Oh, I did. I'm gonna remove him.
with my work schedule the way it is right now, I'm a little bit limited, so, but I really like it and want to be here, so it's like, I appreciate you coming and talking to me, so your spot will be safe.
Does it work?
Enemy armor is damaged.
Is there a way I could send this to you? Sorry.
You can send it to me via Slack, actually. The other thing that you could do is you can put it in a Google Doc. Yeah.
Is there a way I could send this to you? Like via an email or something, so you could just look over it? Okay.
Yes, they have a free version of Excel.
And send it that way? Alright. Let me figure this out. I probably should have done that. Doesn't Google have some stuff that I can... God damn it. Alright, I'll send you this one and I'll fix it up next time. Because it was weird. So I actually only let people
Paul
down
Rubin
with
should not be
0
on that
battles.
list. He has since
if
become
I
very
did,
active.
If
I
I
had
wrote
him
down
in a skirmish
everyone,
the other night.
It'd be
so he's good.
Well, I guess just like 1 or 2 more, and I think all these dudes are newer. Like Paul Rubin's got 1 at the moment. Yeah, he's new. Oh.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Alright, then I won't even worry about him. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it. it out. Alright,
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Our fuel's hit. We've lost half our gas. One of our tracks is damaged. Enemy is hit.
Excellent. Yep, not a problem.
Enemy armor is hit.
oh my gosh, I still have some of the divisions from Cam. Shit. Yeah, alright, so I'll just pretty this up and then I'll send it to you. Alright. Thanks.
That is a good idea.
I'm gonna hop back down.
User left your channel. Channel switched.
I just had an absolutely fantastic idea.
Was it cheese?
Actually, that one's
OP.
even better, but I was thinking tier 8 Trundle. For like, I don't know, 30 games of my T44.
That's a fair description.
That thing is actually very enjoyable now.
T43 is a lot of fun too.
Not OP. It's just, it's
Yeah.
comfy.
Yeah, it got a nice buff out of the patch. Yeah. Tis a good tank.
271. I haven't
Think,
played that in probably
think
5
T30. Yeah, think T3045M on steroids.
The T43? I freaking love that tank.
Haven't played that for a while.
It's a great tier 7 now. I don't know how bad it was before, but
It was pretty bad.
I hopped into it.
I was talking to Brad, and I'm in the middle of a battle.
got about
I fully intend to watch it as soon as I'm
70
done
games
here.
in.
When I played on it, every match I got set on fire in it.
Don't get set on fire then.
By the way, Slange, did you see how much information was able to be passed so quickly with that? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I didn't realize you were talking about
Holy
it. No worries.
Jesus, I'm having a good... Ouch, Artie, you little bastard. Holy sh...
Really, all that applies in World of Tanks is add. I mean, you could add rack, but it doesn't... It's not necessary. It's just a good example of how to disseminate.
Alright, I am watching your video now, GB.
Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
You want to be quick, because assume there's like 8 other people talking at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like meds, and then ping. And then they should understand, oh, we are mediums. He pinged to square. We should go to square. I'll watch it too.
I won't.
Hey guys,
Oh,
JR6.
fucking it's,
So,
it's whatever. It's
this
just,
is
I
gonna
mean,
be a
that's literally
continuation to my
how
last,
they do it in the military, and the reason why is because comms are a fucking joke. So,
Nobody asked me to.
well, click on the fucking link. Watch the goddamn video.
Report that I did
look at
was
you.
a salute report, which,
Oh
if
my
you haven't
God,
seen the
fuck
video,
off,
is a
artillery.
report that
Jesus
is given when you see the enemy coming, or you're passing intelligence back to the rear, back to your compound or whatever you have. I'm gonna put the link for the video right here, so check them out, please. This one's gonna be an ADRAC, and pretty much an ADRAC report is the command that you give to an individual, to a squad, to a patrol, to a machine gun, to engage a target. So the first element is going to be alert, and pretty much you just letting people know that something is about to happen. So alert. Then you go into the direction. So and you could utilize whatever system you have. It could be the clock. So you could say alert 1 o'clock. or alert 6 o'clock. Or you may say front, back, right, left, however you do it. Then you go into the description. So now you're actually describing the target. So it may go this way: alert 6 o'clock, 3 individuals with weapons. It could be 2 tanks.
I like that. That's good.
It could be a squad, enemy in the open. It could be anything that you encounter. Then you give the range. You could give it on meters. You could give it on yards, however you want to. But it could go 75 meters. So now you're saying alert, 6 o'clock, 6 individuals.
I'm pretty much thinking alert,
and like I said,
calling the square and saying
what you need,
the target.
Right? Like that's the best part is that.
And then I'll add things like push or whatever I need to. So I could say alert if I have a group in G3, alert, Golf 3,
like 3 words.
heavies
guys,
push.
These guys, this direction, you know? Right, yeah, I mean... Right, and see, I mean, the only time like, where an full ad rack I would say would come into play is if you were saying like, if you weren't calling the heavy group.
Although
like,
even that's kind of
example,
limited just due to the
medium
fact
group,
that
you would call for the heavy push, and then
if I'm
your
doing the
command
overall
portion
call,
of
and
that
if I'm
was
assigning a
sent
pocket
to,
caller, I'm going to assign them
you know,
before the battle has even started. Then I
call
shouldn't
on,
need to reassign
who's gonna
command.
control that group, right?
This is a pretty new change for us in our calling
where you
structure,
break it
and
up,
I
you know.
feel like it's a work in progress. I like it, but
heavies.
Things like the ad rack is fantastic. It definitely helps me to streamline and work it to what it needs to be. So I will really try and work on that.
Yeah, I think good practice would be is like after your first battle.
Most of it's me processing. It's not.
User joined your channel.
But then you queue up.
I'm not quite that fast yet.
Try and have your entire call out before the 30 seconds. If you can't get it out within those 30 seconds, simplify.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to try and simplify it down as much as possible so that we can keep comm chatter down to a minimum. Because obviously I'm confusing some of the troops, which is a problem.
Less verbose and just be more succinct in what you're saying.
Either way, a lot of lessons learned out of tonight.
Yeah, and El Haluf in particular, there was a lot of think, tunnel visioning. Like
Farm.
you would focus on half your tanks, but then ignore the other half. The first one from the south, like your mediums were going, but they weren't going in a path that would necessarily help with the heavies pushing it at the same time, which just allowed the enemy to go kind of put some damage on your meds, but at the same time reposition to accept the heavy push from our side. And like that last one, just nothing happened for 6 minutes.
So if you were setting up a strat, knowing their composition,
Until, like, 3:40,
what would you do differently?
User left your channel.
Time to roll out. Isn't really enough.
User
time,
left your channel.
Considering the tank comps each team had. Like, your comp was fine, but it was your tank comp. If I didn't hear your call at all, it would be obvious that your heavy's going to the west, but your mediums.
So you think that the medium
like east of the 6
should be,
because your heavies can't push. You didn't have a comp to push, so your heavies.
So regardless
really
of.
passive and just wait for your mediums to get through, so that your mediums could farm their S-conks on the other side of our S-conks, but that never.
Right, because I wasn't sure as to what was over there. We didn't have all their heavy spotted yet. I was trying to play off the intel, but so it sounds to me like that's kind of a, you're on this map, you basically assume that they are going to be putting heavies over there like that every time, and then just okay, but so it's based. So what is it that's letting me know that that's going to go down? Their composition?
You don't really need to assume, because you'll know for the most part. Like, you don't need to have things lit to know where they are. Like, you don't ever need to see something, but you'll know exactly where it's at. Yeah, so in advances, you're lucky because you know their comp, and you know, like, every single time they played Elhalooth, they brought, like, the perfect meta comp. It's like what you would expect to see. Like, nothing fancy. It's just like, okay, their 268s are going to be here and here, their Type 5s are going to be here, they're going to have these S-conks here, and their IS-7s are going to be right behind. So, like, you can just see the comp, and it's like, oh, they can really only ever do one thing with this. And then, like, initial contact, use like 1 or 2 tanks, and that kind of reconfirms everything that they're doing.
So my question is, given the nature of the IS-7s that they had over there, how do I break that? How do I break that side? Because I feel like that side is the pivotal side to be able to get in.
I did this right. But be like, okay, I did this, 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 and this wrong. How do I fix that?
I gotcha. I brought more like 6 mediums.
That, like, northwest corner is definitely very slow. If you bring more heavies, bring 2 CGCs, because they can hit from each side, like, each group of heavies. And
Gotcha.
then, like, 4 mediums can go kind of east, but you brought, like, what, it was 8 heavies typically, I think, and then a bunch of meds, which removed your ability to push the northwest corner. That last game in particular, like, luckily they didn't push, because if they pushed, there's nothing we could have done about it. Probably the best way to learn is just watch other clans all. But, I mean, be selective on who you watch. Like, don't watch...
Must be nice to have that kind of time.
Luckily, we all stream everything. So you have tens of thousands of games that you can watch. Just be like, yeah, I want to watch an El Haloof game. Oh look, YouTube. Oh look, Twitch. Control F, El Haloof.
Yes.
I mean, you can just watch like 20 seconds of one game. Just be like, oh, okay, he's going here. Just listen to the initial call. And you can watch 200 games in 1 hour.
I mean, everything after the first initial call is all situational anyways, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, like you said, you listen to the first 20 seconds, right? Look at comp, look at their comp, see what they're doing. Maybe skim to the halfway point just to see where everybody fucking end up at, right? And then be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, or watch everything at like maximum fast forward speed.
We didn't even scratch them.
And like, you can watch an entire game in like a minute.
Got him.
It takes infinitely less time than trying
Ready to fire. Target released. We've lost some ammo, but at least
I think the two biggest things for you, Lounge, is one, you just need to go ahead and get comfortable delegating somebody else to control the group you're not
You two were talking over the top of each other. I heard Chibi. What were you saying, Fate?
And then just kiss it, man. Keep it simple, stupid.
I was just thinking of that one.
Like, your calls are good. Seriously, like you have good calls, right? It's just it takes so long to get it out.
Oh, we like your calling voice, but you take a very, very long time to say anything. Like, you guys aren't really at the point where like you're doing finesse calls.
Oh, I'm glad people like the
You should have
calls.
the entire call out within 30 seconds. Even that's too long. Like 20 seconds of actually calling, and then the person that has like a slow computer and loads in late.
Oh, so you want Chibi to call?
Yes, we like your calling voice. Just simplify.
A little deeper and smokier would be nice.
That's what I'm here for.
No.
I'll just echo his lounge like a parrot.
Yeah, and like when you're calling focus fire, if there's one tank, like one group only has one tank they could possibly ever like hit within a certain time frame, don't even call it. They have one target, they don't need to be told its hit points. Just let them chat it out. They'll be like, oh, I just took a shot here, can you like pull in front of me real quick? Because a lot of your guys need the autonomy to work on their team play. Team play being like simping shots for each other, like alternating who hits like the drive wheel.
I'm so bad about the tiki.
Or like if 3 tanks push in and there's like a 5A or like an IS-7 and a super conk, just say IS-7 and then tee up. Yeah, like the other night on Lakeville, I was trying to chat with the other 2 people, but from you it was just constant numbers, so I couldn't hear them, they couldn't hear me, and I actually had to like alt-tab and mute you because there was no team communication allowed. It was just a constant stream of numbers that was drowning out everything they were trying to say and everything I was trying to say. And it wasn't helpful focus fire. Like, it was just calling out people as help one, which isn't always the target you shoot. It's like, if you have to hold your shot for 2 seconds to shoot someone that's lower health than someone else, it's not worth it.
Have the pocket callers call the targets, not everyone.
Yeah. as a caller, your macro is important on the map, but it's also much more important that other people are talking amongst themselves.
See you later, Chibi.
Liza's gonna go crash out a little bit. I will talk to you guys later.
Good night. I love you.
Oh, somebody noticed me!
User disconnected from your channel.
Enemy armor is hit. The rangefinder took a hit. We can only shoot close targets. Viewfinder back up. Visibility increased.
Fucking hate chubby.
Critical hit. destroyed.